The AeroPress. Often hailed as the perfect travel brewer, this coffee making device has had a massive impact on the industry ever since its creation. Its proliferation is so far and wide, there's even a World AeroPress Championship. It's incredible. Now we find the AeroPress is extremely capable of brewing delicious, juicy cups of coffee. But despite a universe of recipes existing for this brewer, there's one that we find ourselves constantly going back to. So we've been working with this recipe that uses a slightly bigger ratio. We're using a little bit more coffee to water, but the result is just fantastic. And it's the one that we use all the time. It's also very versatile. If you're someone who likes to add milk to their coffee, this is a great option as well. Or if you just like to drink it black like we do, then this is awesome. So let's get into it. Today I'm going to be brewing with the Hello Burriti. It's one of my favorite coffees of the year. It's very peach forward, it's very delicious, and I just love it on the AeroPress. So for this recipe we're going to be using 14 grams of coffee, and we're going to grind it at the finer end of our filtered grind setting, kind of similar to what we would do a 1 cup V60. For this recipe as well, we're going to be using freshly boiled water. That's right, boiling. Now with the AeroPress, what you need to do is make sure you have a paper filter sitting nicely inside the cap. So I'm just going to be sticking this straight in here, pulling the plunger out, and adding the coffee to the AeroPress. Once it's in there, we're going to add our boiling water, 200 grams. And we're just going to give a quick stir. Attach the cap and start the timer. Then we're going to wait for 2 minutes. And whilst it's steeping, I'll share with you a couple of extra AeroPress tips. So the next thing that we're going to do is stir our coffee, and this is actually a really good indicator of how much we're extracting. So if you like to give your coffee a few extra stirs, then normally that will increase the extraction a little bit, give you a little bit more flavor in the cup. Number 2 is, just like all our brewing methods, we recommend using filtered water as it's going to give you a very clean and very delicious cup. I like to think it's quite a bit better than using just standard water. And the final one is if you want to add milk, I'd recommend using just a little bit less coffee just to help enhance the body. And again, you can always choose one of our blends. That's just going to cut through a little bit better. So once we reach our 2-minute mark, we're going to remove the cap and just give 3 stirs back and forth. Reattach the cap and just gently plunge. There's no need to rush here. Just take it easy, take your time. A gentle plunge is a good plunge. While I'm plunging, another thing you can do is use 2 paper filters. Using 2 paper filters is going to give you a slightly cleaner cup overall. And so if you're using this kind of ratio, drinking your coffee black, sometimes it can just give you a little bit of extra clarity. Then once you hear a hiss, just give it a gentle pull up. It's going to create a vacuum, which is going to mean the coffee is going to leak less. And then we can just lift it up. I'm going to flip it over like so. And there you have it. A nice hot AeroPress coffee full of juicy deliciousness. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time.